Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to talk about the topic oversleeping. People tell us to cut down our sleep if we have too much on our hands. But is this really the ideal thing to do? I'm here to tell you about the importance of sleep and how we can better our lives by knowing more and precisely about what sleep is. I'm thinking most of you know that we spend 1/3 of our lives in sleep. That is, if we live to be about 65, it means that we're spending 200,000 hours in our non-conscious state. Do you know that?
No.
It is scientifically known that young adults need 7 to 9 hours of sleep in order to properly function. I'm actually going to tell you a little bit about myself here, and mind you, don't take it seriously because this is a very bad example. If anyone asks me to describe how much sleep I need in order to live a normal life, I have to tell them I have a really flexible sleep pattern. Sometimes, mostly during the weekdays, I sleep up to about 4 hours a day. But during the weekends, or when I feel like I have a lot of time, I sleep up to more than 17 hours a day. Well, my mom calls me a baby, anyway. Well, I knew when I had a long night, and when I woke up the next day, I knew that I had to have a cup of coffee the next day. And I knew this was a very bad habit. But what I never knew was that sleeping too much could hurt as well. Most of you probably know that if you don't sleep enough, you'll get tired, you'll get depressed, you'll get moody, and you'll have a lot of memory loss and stuff. And the REM sleep that we go through during our sleep is when our brains get the most active, right? And even more active than when we're awake. So going through this specific phase of REM stage, people tell us that we will have a lot better memory in the morning. So that's why you hear people telling you to sleep well the day before you have a big exam. Yet, what struck me was the fact that sleeping too much, despite all these facts about sleeping too little, it could be bad. When I woke up at about 3:30 in the afternoon, I had a horrible headache. And I thought it was because I was ill or something. And I told my mom that I'll have another sleeping session, and when I wake up, I'll probably get better. And when I woke up at about 9 o'clock in the evening, my head was in agony. Can you guess why?
Oversleeping?
And I think I've been experiencing this quite a lot, usually on every weekend, but I never knew the cause. Yet, on this specific weekend, I thought maybe I should look it up on Google. And it was just out of curiosity. And there it was. Can you guess what I saw on the internet? I found out that sleeping too much is actually bad for you, in that oversleeping can actually cause you to feel strenuous, have long-lasting headaches, and feel out of it for the whole day. And it was all on the internet. And according to the CNN News, oversleeping is also closely related to diseases like diabetes, heart disease, and this means increased risk of death. Studies show that people who slept more than 9 hours a day showed 50% greater risk of diabetes than people who slept a sufficient amount, 7 hours. The same study also showed that obesity could result out of oversleeping as well, 21% more when people slept more. This other study showed that people who slept 10 hours a day were 20% likely to get a heart failure. And looking at all these statistics, I was wondering if that's why I got so fat. And there's a disorder called hypersomnia, and this is a disorder that makes people out of it for the whole day, and they're sleepy for the whole day. And these people always experience low energy, depression, or anxiety disorders at the same time. Do you think you're sleeping too much? Well, I think it's time for you to take into account how important this is. In order to make a simple change, acknowledging the fact that you could have a better sleeping pattern is the first step you should take. I actually have a few suggestions that I have in hand for you to overcome oversleeping. First is to reset your body clock and maintain it, although it might be. I believe that it's important for you to sleep, to keep a routine in order to, and not try to jam everything into one day, right? And second is to give yourself a reason to wake up every day, whether it be going for a nice walk, having to finish your annoying assignments, or meeting up with your girlfriend or something. If you have a reason, right, it will help you to wake up in the morning. Third is to actually take a short nap during the day. Apparently, taking a 20-minute nap during the afternoon can actually help you refreshen yourself and energize yourself throughout the rest of the day. Last is to exercise, as most of you probably know. But don't exercise too close to your bedtime, as this can make you feel uncomfortable when you sleep and cause you insomnia at the same time. Sleeping too little is bad, I know, but I believe that sleeping too much, is not as bad, is worse, because it means that you're not getting the work done, and your health is in danger as well. While sleep deprivation means that you're at least getting the work done, right? Guys, are you having loads of mental breakdown these days? I think you should check how much you sleep. Having bad social relationships these days? Having no friends? I think it's time you check how much you slept. Or getting fatter, gaining much weight these days? That's me. I think you should check how much you sleep. A simple change is what shapes our lives. Thank you.